All right, thank you all for joining me for a 60-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutations to warm up our body, and then we will hop into our 26 and 2 yoga sequence. As we were just talking about, I just got my first dose of the Moderna vaccine, which I'm very excited about, but my arm is pretty sore. I suspect many of you will have that same experience at some point if you have not already. So if you see me taking it easy, remember that you can always take it easy in class as well. For the sun salutes, come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back and show you in periphery. Stand up nice and tall, shoulders down. Bring your hands together at heart center. And we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, looking up as if you were saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge at your hips, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat, shoulders away from the ears, looking forward. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and slowly lower down. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog does not speak to you, come down onto your knees, take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift, back flat. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, soften your head. Inhale, biceps with ears, hands together, lift up, hinge at your hips, look up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop position. If that lowering down motion does not work for you, skip it, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, imagine you're pulling yourself down to the floor. Inhale, come up into your back bend. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog or sink your hips down for child's pose. Now, if you are doing down dog today, spread your fingers wide. Breathe down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. Make sure you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Good, last one, inhale, lift your arms, look up. Slowly exhale as you fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. You can take your step a little wider if that helps you get your heels down. If you have tight hamstrings, the knees can bend just a little bit. Otherwise, think about pushing your legs back, lift your hips up, drop your head, push the floor away from you. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Slowly exhale as you fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up, arms with ears. Exhale, hands down. Good, okay, so that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely for pranayama. Deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, pull your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, down, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Good. Inhale. Slowly bring your chin down, suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up even as you exhale, stomach in. Look back, arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath, push the air out. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller, suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in, keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down, roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, opposite thumb, pinky finger on top, bring your knuckles under your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly look back, stretch your arms forward, exhale more, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels, thighs tight, glutes tight, abdomen in. Exhale, head up, weight stays in the heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, stomach in, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. You're trying to stretch out the fibrous tissue of the lungs. Open your elbows, open your ribs, open your lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Slowly push the air out. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now. Elbows touch. Good, change, arms down, roll out your shoulders and head. Ardha Chandrasana with Karasana, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, nice tight grip, stretch up and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller. Good, and when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side body and a toning feeling in the right side body. So at the top of class, we're just waking up the spine here, right? In the breathing exercise, we move the neck. Now we're moving the whole spine, stretching left side, compressing right side as you breathe. In and out through your nose. Good, change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Come down in a straight line without bending elbows, without bending knees, and without holding your breath. Seal your lips, lift your chin, relax your jaw, and breathe slow, smooth in and out through the nose. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears, push your right hip a little forward to get your two hips in line. Left shoulder a little forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake, look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine back bending. Keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward and bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Hands to floor, drop your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet, and move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Just stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. So the top of class, we've moved our spine right, left, backward. Now we're going forward, right? Lengthening the spine, lengthening the backs of the legs. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, arms with ears, knees can bend, very nice. Arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. You can switch the grip. Opposite thumb, pinky finger on top. Keep the weight in your heels, stomach in, hips forward, chest up, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. You want to use your muscle strength here. Contract your quadricep muscles, squeeze your gluteal muscles, engage your abdominal wall, squeeze your palms together, touch your biceps to your ears. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, upper body back, left hip scoops forward, right rib cage forward, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Come down without bending elbows, without bending knees. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Let your breath be your guide. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, come down, push. Keep the weight in the heels. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener. Deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, drop your head back, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back. Notice if your hands are coming apart, wrists are bending, squeeze your palms together, push your hands back, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, arms with ears go down. Hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. And second set, here we go, bend your knees. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Thumbs with the index fingers, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your big toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pull on your heels, roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your legs. Good, change, come up, arms with ears, knees can bend. Very nice, arms down. So when happening with hands to feet, you stretch. Now with the awkward pose, chair pose, we're going to strengthen. Step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with. 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down halfway only, hips into a chair, suck your stomach in, and lean your upper body back. Lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Press your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide, come up all the way on your tiptoes. So now we're playing with balance. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Really engage your lower abdominal wall as you press your hips forward. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing, keep your arms there, active. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Make it smooth. You can stop whenever you want or keep sitting down and stop when there's still a little bit of a gap between your hips and heels so you're not resting. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, soften your shoulders, re-engage your fingertips, change, come up slowly with control. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Good, second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance. I'm going to show you from an angle, insides your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, fingertips active, stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you can stick your butt out and fold forward, maybe going a little bit deeper in the second set, hips into a chair and start to lean back, shoulders back, bring your heels back, shins back, knees back, hips back, lean back. Good, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. This time hips forward. Now lift your heels, nice toe stretch. Lift your heels a little higher in the second set, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Notice if the knees want to come in or out, point the knees forward, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing, squeeze knees together, keep your arms active and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. Like an elevator ride, when you get to the ground floor, you slow down even more. Squeeze knees together and forward, lift your chest, relax your jaw, keep your spine nice and long, abdomen engaged, change, slowly come up, Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Anytime I say abdomen engaged, I think like, oh, like my abdomen is having a wedding. That's lovely, but you know what I mean, right? Like engagement to muscles. Eagle Karasana, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm, cross first at your elbows, again if you can at your wrists. One day, palms together, thumbs towards your face. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down, hips into a chair, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left leg, cross twist. Wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. Continue to breathe slowly in and out through your nose. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like rope, sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, only bringing one arm overhead. Bring your left arm under your right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your face. You can also always grab shoulders, pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down. Try to keep your hips low and bring your left leg over your right leg, left over right. And this side might look or feel a lot different from the other side, and that's okay, right? If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back, bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right. You want elbows over knees, sit back and down, arch your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Second set, bring your right arm under left arm, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Try to get hands in the center line of your body. Pull elbows down, sit back and down, stay down there, and bring right leg over left leg. So in half moon with hands to feet pose, we stretch. In the awkward series, we strengthen. And then in eagle pose, we're opening. We're opening all the major joints in the body, deltoid, scapula, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles, 7 on each side. Knees a little to the right, upper body to the left. So you're stacking your joints. Sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one, bring your left arm under your right arm, left under right, palms together, pull elbows down, sit back and down, stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg, left over right. Keep twisting, keep breathing. So think about bringing right knee to right and left knee to left, right elbow to right and left elbow to left. Feel deep compression, twisting, stretching, opening among all the major joints. Sit a little bit lower, bring your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, arms down, party time, grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. So, you know, my arm is a little sore today from a vaccine, but there's been other times in my practice where I've had like a bad shoulder. As a reminder, like sometimes in class, you know, we just do half moon with one arm or something like that. So if you have like a, you know, a real injury or whatever that is to some part of your body, remember that we can still move our spine, even if we're not like moving our limbs, right? As long as you have a spine, you can practice yoga. Standing head to knee, Dandasana, Sharasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. You can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid concrete, one piece. Lamp post unbroken. You have no knee. When you're ready, inhale, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs lock, puff up your chest and bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles one day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, slowly reverse. Out. Shift your weight to your right leg, evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot and lift your left leg up. You can point your toes, flex your toes. Everybody keep your toes flexed back to your face. Option to stay here or round down, making it a compression posture, and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. Contract your inner thigh, outer thigh, lift your kneecap, squeeze your right glute, and when you're ready, lift your left leg up. So we're using our muscle strength to keep the joints of our standing leg in place. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up. If both legs lock, start to bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or a knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. Flex your toes back, round down, pick up your foot. So this is a balancing posture, right? We're stretching our spine and our hamstrings, and we're strengthening our abdomen and our quadricep muscles. So back of the body stretches, front of the body squeezes. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you reverse out. Good. We're also working on the limbs of yoga that are like concentration, meditation, and pratyahara, cessation of the senses, to be able to go from looking forward to looking inward while balancing on one leg takes a little bit of like ceasing the outside world, right? Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down. So you kind of have to like let go of everything that's going on around you and in order to be able to shift your focus. When you're ready, lift your left leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. So this is the hardest part. If and when you get here, tucking the chin to the chest, going inward, cessation of the senses, heel forward, toes back, maybe forehead and knee touch, maybe not. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Good, change, slowly come on out, take your time. So that was a forward curl compression posture. Next you do a back bend, opening to the front of the body posture. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandasana, feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling, bring your hand out to the right, give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger, left arm up and back, right hip forward and down, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head from the side. 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade scapula stretching away from the body. Kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous. 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick really hard. Body down more. Leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Change slowly. Kick yourself up. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, thumb with the index finger, right arm up. This is one of my favorite tricks. If you ever have a tight shoulder, you can just start with your arm forward, okay? Lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. So the action of bringing your right arm up to the ceiling first really helps you to stretch the spine before you compress it. But if for whatever reason you can't bring your arm up all the way, right, you just start with it forward, and then we're really going to keep stretching. So the same way you tried to stretch up towards the ceiling, now you're trying to stretch towards the wall in front of you. Charge your body forward, kick your left leg back and up. You are opening the shoulders here, right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Take a breath. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, left arm up, right hip forward, knees together, lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Keep kicking, keep stretching, keep breathing. Relax your jaw, lift your chin, slide your left shoulder forward, body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Last one, left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone, right arm up, left hip forward, lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Push your left foot into your hand, slide your right shoulder forward. This is standing bow pulling pose, a bow like an archery. Arm makes the arrow, piercing the air. Left arm and leg make the bow, right, that you're drawing taut. Some people say that it's a bow like an archery, but Iyengar takes it a step further. He says body is the bow, Posture is the arrow, but the target is the soul. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly come up. So you are always like the prize, right? Come to the back of your mat, dual Dandasana balancing stick, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, and lean back. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Shift your weight to your right foot, stretch up, squeeze both butt cheeks, stomach in, point your left toes, and when you're ready, come down. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes the T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, chest up, step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, point your right toes, and tilt. Come down slowly with control. Biceps with your ears, abdomen in, nice flat back, chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch up, point your toes, and tilt. So as long as you have a spine right, you can practice this posture. Think about stretching your spine. One day, body down parallel, leg up parallel, stretch your spine, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back. Last one, lean back, step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, stretch up, and tilt. So we're using our limbs to help us stretch. Imagine you're trying to touch the back wall and the front wall at the same time. Charge your body forward, stretch your big toe back, stretch your spine, abdomen in, arms with ears. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that, you can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat. I will continue to face you, standing, separate leg stretching. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Good, grab your heels from behind. And there's a lot of room to play in this posture and the next two. You can always try taking a bigger or smaller step. You can also grab the outsides of your feet or start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Notice if the weight is in your heels. Everybody roll forward, shift the weight into the balls of your feet, lift your hips up, push your knees back, pull, stretch, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Very nice, change. Slowly come up, take your time. Triangle, Trichonasana, turn your right foot out. Most folks want to take a bigger step. Bend your right knee and lunge. Sit as low as you can, lean back and move your arms at the same time, elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. However, if your right thigh is not yet parallel to the floor, maybe it's just the wrist or forearm in front of the knee. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face visible to the side of your mat. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can, lean back and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, right arm up towards the ceiling. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow, sit down more, chest up more, bring your left rib cage forward, turn, twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, standing, separate leg, head to knee, pivot on your heels to one side of the room, turn your back toes in, press your left hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. Take your time, chin to chest, stomach in, stretch your arms forward, touch your forehead and knee together. If your forehead and knee aren't touching, you can try taking a bigger step. You can bend your front leg more, tuck your chin in more, round your spine more. Eventually forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Chin to chest,
around your spine. So this is another compression posture, right? We're squeezing the front of the body as we round, stretch the spine. Chin to chest, touch forehead and knee together. Bring a little bit of weight to your left foot, left hip up, right hip forward, two hips in line. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, take your time, head up last. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. So these separate leg postures work really nicely together, right? The stretching, we stretch. The triangle pose, we twist and open. And then the head to knee pose, we squeeze, we compress. Second set stretching, arms overhead, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, arms down, parallel to the floor. Lock your legs, lift your chest, swan dive forward. So you're stretching the whole back of your body, your hamstrings, right, and your spine, legs and back. Pull on your heels, bend your elbows back, elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Roll forward, push your big toes down, lift your hips up, keep pulling, keep stretching, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up. So after stretching our spine, we're gonna twist our spine, right? Turn your right foot out, take a bigger step, triangle, bend your right leg. We're also trying to open the hips, sit as low as you can, lean back and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, drop your left thigh down, push your right knee back, reach your arms apart, right rib cage a little forward, turn, twist, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line, inhale, bend your left leg and lunge, sit down, lean back, and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, aim your fingertips between your big and second toe, look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe through your nose. Push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow, stretch your arms apart, feel a huge stretch across your chest, turn, twist, lift your right kneecap, push your right knee back, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, head to knee pose, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. So again, in stretching pose, we stretched the spine. In triangle, we twisted the spine. And in head to knee pose, we're rounding the spine. In stretching pose, we stretched the abdominal wall. In triangle pose, we twisted the abdominal wall. In head to knee pose, we're squeezing the abdominal wall. Chin to chest, stomach in, front side compression, throat choke, jaw relaxed, eyes open, stomach in, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, arms with your ears, head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. I'm gonna face you. Turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down slow. Try to keep your hips even. So both sides of your back round. It's common here for like one hip to lift up and then the spine starts to twist or like crunch a little bit. You want to keep your hips and shoulders even. So both sides of your back round equally the same. Chin to chest, stretch your fingers forward. Maybe start to walk your hands back together, working on your balance, concentration, meditation. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl. Very nice. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree pose, slow to toe stand. This is the hip opening series. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Maybe at first your foot's on top of your shin, your knee, your thigh. Heel to costume. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, left hand. Option to stay here or flow to toe stand. Start to fold forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Whether you're in tree or toe, try to even out your hips. So right hip forward, right knee down, point your right toes. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight. Try to come a ½ inch off your heel. Very nice. When you're ready, hands to floor, lift your hips up.
Press your hips forward and slowly reverse out. Good. Change right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up. And again, this side might feel a little or a lot different, and that's okay. Let your knee drop into a half lotus shape. Left hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance right hand, option to stay here or fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, bend your knee, sit down. Whether you're in tree or toe, press your left hip forward, drop your left knee down, point your left toes. Left hand up to the center of your chest, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, maybe come a half inch off your heel. Good. Whenever you're ready, hands to floor, you can lift your hips up, press your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice, and change, left leg down. Honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. I'm gonna adjust our camera angle a little bit. Okay. Wonderful. We're on the floor for the rest of class. Heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, Savasana. So I'm reminded today with my sore arm of the time a few years ago where I had to practice like this with one arm by my side for like probably 6 months because I was like bartending at the time and I was working football Sundays at a sports bar, and this is like really specific, but like the way that the beer taps were set up, I had to like reach my arm up to pull a beer, and doing that like you know, over and over and over again, especially when it was really busy, actually like completely ruined my shoulder for a while. And it took me a while to figure out that's what it was. But, you know, when I'm practicing now with one arm down by my side, I know that it's temporary, but, you know, at the time when I was going through that for much longer because of a shoulder injury, I wasn't sure if it was temporary. And that was really scary too, right? Like sometimes we do, or at least I've gotten like attached to certain movements in my body. And when you're not able to do them, like, I don't know, sometimes I take that a little bit personally, or it, you know, it feels like almost the end of the world. Everything we're going through in this class is temporary, the good, the bad, the ugly. We all age, we all go through injuries, illnesses, different seasons of life. And we also go through different like breakthroughs, right? And moments where like, wow, that thing that I was never able to do, now I can do it. That's also temporary, right? So on the days where you're having those breakthroughs, where your body's moving, you know, in this way that you've envisioned and it's finally happening, enjoy that, right? And on the days where things aren't working the way you want them to work, you're getting a little frustrated, stay present with yourself, right? Because it's all temporary, the good stuff, but the bad stuff too. Untitled, when you're moving pose, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull down extra hard, maximum pressure in your lower abdomen. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Try to keep your right shoulder on the floor, right sit bone on the floor, right calf muscle on the floor as you pull and squeeze. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows to each other. Give yourself a big hug for coming to class today, good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone, joint, skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. It also took me a really long time to realize what was hurting my shoulder because, you know, when I was like working and everything was fast paced, I wasn't really thinking about it, right? So sometimes too, when we're injured or we're dealing with like a repetitive stress injury in particular, sometimes it can take a while to like identify the source, right? Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, pull your knee out and down. And sometimes this like certain yoga movements help, but sometimes they put further strain on it too. So it's also good to identify, you know, what within the sequence of yoga is helping when you have an injury and what is actually exacerbating. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. And on days where it feels like everything is exacerbating whatever you're going through, you can still come to class and just focus on your breath in and out through your nose. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up. Grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big squeeze, keep your heels in line side by side, head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, squeeze and breathe. Change, arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back, you can skip the sit-up and roll off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest and sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees, good. Okay, turn, lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra, Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs, lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, keep your elbows bent. Hug your arms in, stretch your elbows down. Stretch your big toes to the back wall, lock your legs. Push your feet down, hips down, hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Second set, bring your chin forward, place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders. Zip up your legs, lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, roll your shoulders back and down, stretch the elbows down to the floor. Keep the elbows bent, so you're really keeping the belly button down, chest up, push your feet down, lift your chin and chest. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, eyes open. Locust, Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Eventually bring your arms underneath your body. Never force your arms. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle. Half of 90, see the foot come directly over the top of your head. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Try to press the shoulders down, spread the fingers wide, stretch your left big toe to the wall behind you. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Maybe bring your arms a little closer, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up. You can do it, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, neck long. Triceps tight, knees, feet together, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, change, lower down. Bring your arms out, look to the right, left ear on your mat. Take a nice slow inhale through your nose. And then even slower, more luxurious exhale through the nose. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you. One day pinky fingers touch. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, lift your leg, 4, hold, 3, 2, 1. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Notice if you're pushing your wrists down, try to push your knuckles down instead. Spread your fingers wide, lock your left leg, lift your thigh up, change, left leg down. Grand finale, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms a little closer, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up, knees, feet together, struggle a little harder, shoulders down, triceps tight, lift your thighs up. Good, change, lower down, bring your arms out, look to the left, and take a breath. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747, taking off just your hip bones on the floor. The rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go. Body knows to follow. Keep your feet together, legs locked. Lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, and take a breath. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your tush, point your toes, look up and lift. This posture is so good for strengthening your back muscles. Everything is lifting up against gravity, all of the muscles in your back getting so strong. It's a nice chest and shoulder opener as well. Lock your legs, strengthening your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves. Point your toes, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, and let that one go. Okay, Dandasana floor bow. Chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Very nice. Continuously keep kicking, looks good. Without stopping, without intermission, it's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose, bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left, you're on your mat, take a breath. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes. Point your toes, squeeze your buns, look up and kick into your hands. You're kicking in 2 directions, you're kicking back and you're kicking up. Notice if you're only kicking back, try to point your big toes up to the ceiling, really use your glutes and hamstrings to kick up as well. This is a great chest and shoulder opener. It's a great back bend. You're strengthening the whole back of your body. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down. Whew. Look to the left and take a breath. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat for fixed firm Supta Vajrasana. I'm going to show you at an angle. Open your knees, open your feet so the insides of your feet are parallel. Option to stay here or slowly start to walk your hands back and sink your hips down. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If you can sit down between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet. Right elbow down, stopping anywhere you feel a point of pain. Left elbow down, knees never come off the floor. If both elbows touch the floor, drop your head back. If your head touches the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows, each other, and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, thighs, and hips, but never a point of pain. This posture is really good for stretching out any tightness in the lower body. It's also really good, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually for learning some patience. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. I think patience and compassion go hand in hand, right? Not just like patience with other people, but patience with ourselves, right? When we're a little bit more compassionate towards ourselves and towards others, I think we become a little bit more patient as well. Another sit-up, you're welcome to skip it by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees, good. Turn, come to the top of your mat. Second set, if first set was easy, bring your knees together, keep your feet apart. First set was tough, try opening your knees wider. You can stay in tabletop the whole time, or as you're ready, walk your hands back. One day, sink your hips down, put your hands on your feet. Sometimes second set's a little more accessible. Right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Take a breath. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. You know, one of the funniest things when I got a vaccine, and it was in a rec center, so there were like 30 people getting vaccines at a time. It's pretty cool. But over and over again, I kept hearing they were all women, right, who were administering the shots. Over and over again, I kept hearing, "Sir, please relax your arm. Sir, please stop flexing your arm." Like so many of the men who were getting vaccines were rolling up their sleeve and like flexing their arm. They'd have to be like, "Sir, relax your arm." I thought it was only sirs, right? I did not hear a single "ma'am, please relax your arm." It was all, "Sir, stop flexing." Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Come to the back of your mat. I'm going to show you from the side, half tortoise, Ardha Karasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. Take your time, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Tilt your pinky fingers down. Try to get wrists, elbows off the floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch in your spine. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, slowly come up. Good. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. I can laugh at that, like the sir, please stop flexing. But it's like, gosh, like toxic masculinity runs deep, right? Like the fact like that you would feel the need to flex your arm while getting a vaccine is wild. But I think like we all have those fragile egos. Like maybe, you know, I did not try to flex my arm when I was getting a vaccine, but we all have times in our life where we are trying to flex some sort of power, right? And sometimes I think yoga calls us to like take a step back, right? Like, you know, flex your arms in yoga class so you don't feel the need to flex your arms outside of yoga class. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. In other words, like you are enough just as you are. You have nothing to prove to yourself or to anyone else. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms overhead, palms together, stretch up and go down. So I think yoga helps people get like real confidence, right? Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. It reminds us of our inherent worth. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. And change, slowly come up, biceps with ears. Very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. So if nobody's told you this yet today, like you are inherently worthy, you are inherently worthy of rest. You don't have to prove something to me, to yourself, to anyone else, right? You're great just as you are. I really mean that. And then once we, you know, have that knowledge of ourselves, then gosh, it's a lot easier to like go out and achieve our dreams, right? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, because you're just doing it for you. You're not doing it, you know, to flex to the nurse. Come to the top of your mat, Camel Sharasana. Our deepest back bend, stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and feet. Put your hands on your back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Try to bring elbows together behind you. Keep your eyes open, look up, lift your nose, lift your chin. One day head goes back. Option to stay here, or keep your hands on your back and go back halfway. Option to stay here, or right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Squeeze your butt. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back. Look for your toes behind you. Good, change. Put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Letting everything reset and realign to the floor. Let the floor hold you up. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Turn, come to the top of your mat, second set. I'm gonna roll up my mats. There's extra padding under my knees. You're welcome to do the same thing too. Open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your back. Maybe think about bringing elbows close. Press your hips forward. Keep your eyes open and go slow. It doesn't matter if you grab your heels. This is all about extending, opening the front of the body, and squeezing, compressing the back of the body. If you get a better back bend with your hands on your back, stay there. One day go back halfway. Eventually or in the future, grab your heels. Press your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back, be still and breathe. Good, change. Put your hands on your back, press yourself up. Very nice, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Let everything reset and realign to the floor. Let the floor hold you up. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, turn, come to the middle of your mat. Rabbit, Dandasana, or deepest forward curl. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands, like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside, stretch out. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last. Very nice, turn around, Savasana.
Bikram says rabbit pose is the only rounded spine posture that's not about compression. And it really took me a long time to understand what he meant by that. So the head to knee postures, right? The Sharasana ones, there's 3 of them. We'll do another one in a minute. Those really are about squeezing the front of the body. And we're using the rounded spine to squeeze the front of the body, but it's really about abdominal engagement, right? Versus in rabbit pose, this is the only rounded spine posture that's truly just about opening up space in your back after that deep back bend. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So of course you're going to use your core, right? But it's more really about rounding the back than it is about squeezing the front. Second set, rabbit, knees, feet together, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Stomach in, forehead to knees automatically, top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward. Keep your feet on the floor, lift your shoulders up, press your hips forward, round your back. Good, change hips down, slowly uncurl, very nice, head up last. Turn around, Shavasana. We're going to do 1 set of head to knee, 1 set of stretching, and flow that straight into spine twist. Go team. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, 1 set of Sharasana head to knee. So this is that last compression posture, right? It's about squeezing the front. Right leg out, left leg in, 2 legs make an L. Inhale, arms overhead, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Touch your forehead and knee together. You can bend your leg if it helps you touch forehead and knee together. Slowly over time, you're going to press your heel forward, eventually lock your leg, elbows down, stomach in, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, stretch up tall. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Forehead to knee, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you, option to stay here or lay down, let your spine realign and sit up. Hashimotonasana Stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. You can keep your knees bent or straighten your legs. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest and fold, stomach to thighs, chest to knees. One day head and toes touch, roll the shoulders back, stretch the elbows down towards the floor, lengthen your spine, nice flat back. Good, change, come on up, stay seated for spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to left knee corner, right arm behind you, left arm up and over, grab left knee with left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you or reach behind you, grab your left thigh with your right hand for the half bind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull your abdomen in, look over your right shoulder, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. Bend your right leg on the floor, touch your left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up and over, grab a right knee with right hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you or reach behind you, catch your right thigh with your left hand for the bind. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones, keep your right knee on the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. I just had such a delightful moment. I've been like babying my arm for most of class, and then there I just was like, oh, my arm is up. That's wonderful. And that is always like, that is the best part of a yoga class, is at some point when you forget your own limitations and or you realize like something has shifted a little bit, and now this thing that I couldn't do at the beginning of class I can do now. That is like, I wish that for all of you at some point in your practice, right? You come in limping and you leave and you're like, wait, which foot was it, right? Because you like heal a little bit or you forget a little bit, go back to a more playful state. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, come to the middle of your mat, Kapalabhati breathing, sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs, lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up nice and tall, arms straight, shoulders down, and away we go. Good, change, arms up, left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to left knee corner, right arm up and over, grab a left knee with left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over, right shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you or reach behind you, catch your right thigh with your left hand for the bind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over, right shoulder, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. Bend your right leg on the floor, touch your left heel to left knee, left arm up and over, grab a left knee with left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull your abdomen in, look over your right shoulder, grab a right knee with right hand for the bind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over, right shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you or reach behind you, grab a left knee with left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over, right shoulder, twist. Good, change, arms up, left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to left knee, left arm up and over, grab a left knee with left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch.
3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around. Final Savasana. Close your eyes, open your arms and legs. You know, the other funny thing that I was reminded of when getting a vaccine, right? So it was a rec center. There's a lot of people at any given time. Okay, you get your shot, and then like, you know, you're supposed to wait 15 minutes afterwards to make sure that you don't have an adverse reaction. So you're in a row of people, and like one by one, right? Everybody like peels off after their 15 minutes. And I was reminded of the final scene in Ocean's 11, like the one with George Clooney and Brad Pitt, right? They've just done this huge bank heist, and they all stand in front of the Bellagio fountains in Las Vegas, and they peel off one by one, like supposedly never to see each other again, right? I was thinking of that, of my fellow vaccinatees, that like, oh, we just went through this experience together, and now we're just peeling off one by one in front of the Bellagio fountain instead of, you know, the rec center in Southwest. But I love that about yoga too. This moment after yoga where, you know, we've all kind of done something together, and then we peel off one by one just to enjoy the rest of our day. And it's almost like we have this, like, I don't know, like a secret world together, right? That it's like there's some people in our lives who have no idea that this exists, or that this, you can feel so good, right? Just through moving your body. So good for you, my fellow Ocean's 11 friends, and have a wonderful Friday. Hope to see you all very soon.